My name is Fred Oseko Boseko. I'm based at Egerton. I'm a dairy farmer. I do farming, dairy farming. I keep goats and sheep as beds, of course, and for meat production and for commercial purposes. I also keep free-ranging chicken, which I found to be very potential, and especially at a time like this when we are nearing to the Christmas, I'm getting a lot of side money from what I did not expect. And I'm encouraging the rest of the farmers that they should actually venture into the same, so that at least you don't depend on one particular project. My wife also grows corn, because I have a farm where she grows corn for commercial. She grows beans, like now I've seen selling corn, and she has 24 bags of beans. So I hope that one helps us actually in moving our farm the way we want.
Welcome back to Kilimo Faida TV. I'm your host as always, Biki Man. We visited Mr. Fred Oseko Boseko from USA in Kenya. This is a video that you all enjoyed. It did ask me a lot of questions, especially on management, how he does feed his cows, how he does manage the animal droppings, that's the manure. That's why we came back today. As we close the year, as we wish you a good holiday, that will come later after this interview. Karibu sana Dadi.
Thank you.
Unaendelea vipi?
Niko mzima, naendelea vizuri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Naona the cows are still very good as I last left them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so we did you did guide us last time, and people really enjoyed and did congratulate you for the good job.
Mm-hmm.
But they did ask me about like your normal or your daily routine of the cows. Like how do you manage on a daily basis? What happens in terms of cow management in your farm? And maybe you can start by saying hi to them.
Hi viewers, thank you. Welcome back again to Frema Farm. As you can remember, my name is Fred Oseko Boseko. Mr. Kimani and his colleagues visited my farm last time and did question me a lot. I think I gave my input, and I'm glad to learn that they have come back today.
Yeah.
In as far as my day-to-day activities are concerned, we normally start our morning duties at exactly 5. By 5, my milkmen are all up. That is the time to start milking the animals. After milking the animals, of course, the next thing is to give them thank you. And that's when they give them the dairy feeds. That is the first thing, because the animals have given the milk. They need some body nutrients so they can retain back their energy.
Sure.
And they start manufacturing the milk. Because the animals give you what you have put into them.
Okay.
And the rest of my animals, like the havers and the ones which are not being milked, I give them some bit of carbohydrates. That is, I have made maize corn, or we can call it, mine is maize corn because I grind whole maize mixed with a lot of maize bran and the wheat. Then I give the rest of the animals as a thank you, also for being there and preparing them ready for the next milk production. So, after milking, and you have given them the dairy feeds, which is the first routine in the morning, you will now start giving them the morning breakfast. My morning breakfast depends on this animal. I don't give them uniform feeds because like silage, a lot of silage is given to dairy animals, mixed, silage mixed with the Napier, which has already been chopped, See what I mean?
That is the normal napier?
Normal napier,
Okay.
silage, and hay,
Mhm.
pomerod, proper pomerod, which has also gone through the machine in a form of, border.
Yeah.
Mine is mixed.
Mhm.
I give my animals total mix
Okay.
because I don't say give them hay this time, give them silage at this time. I mix it. That's the
Okay.
continuation.
Okay.
And I give my animals their feeds twice in a day.
Okay.
So by around 7:30, all animals have been given the feeds.
Okay.
Depending on, because the young ones, the
Class
havers,
of the animals.
yeah, the havers, and the babies. Normally the babies, I know what to give them because they have been given their milk.
Okay.
They need pellets if they are milking or stopping them from milking. You give them a certain amount of pellets depending on their age and depending on the milk that they consume. Because I stop the amount of milk depending on their age. So when they are very young and they are at at around 1 month, that's when you give them enough pellets and you make sure they eat a lot of carbohydrates. They grow very fast. Now, these other big ones, you give them a bit of carbohydrates because they need to grow,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you give them a bit of protein. Okay? So they eat a lot of napier, they eat a lot of, what we call hay, a big amount of hay mixed with some little silage.
Okay.
You don't give them a lot of silage as compared to milking animals. You give them just a little bit. Also, they need some protein.
Yeah.
Okay? Then after that, you let them eat, and you can realize that once the animal has eaten and they have taken water, they go back to their sleeping pen and they sleep. And when you pass around, you see how they chew the cud and everything. It gives you an answer that things are good.
Okay.
If you find the animal, because when the animal is not good, you can look at the animal, it's not comfortable, it's not bright, in terms of looking at the animal, it's not chewing the cud. So you find out what's happening. And always, I will want my viewers, who are the farmers, to note, farming, dairy farming,
Yes.
you have to be that. You must observe the manure, the cow dung that the animal gives, puts down. It is from the manure that you can learn how the animal, manufacturing of the food in the stomach takes place.
Okay.
Because you can learn a lot from that. If it is fine, it's clear, it doesn't have a lot of whatever, you can learn that this is good. And digestion is taking place in the proper way.
So what are some of the things that will show you probably there's a problem?
If you find, you can even note that an animal has worms from the cow dung.
Okay.
Or a cow product, whatever.
Yeah.
So, you can see some bit of worms appearing in the cow dung. That's why I said you have to be that. You have to observe those things.
Sure.
You can look at the whatever and see maybe there are a lot of kind of sticks or something like that. You can always tell that your food is not well mixed. Either your food, the forage you are giving the animal is not the best. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I've taken pain to make sure that what I'm feeding my animals with the hay, I make sure it is chopped down, it's cut, and it is fine, and it is easily mixed with silage and silage and what do we call
Super napier.
Super napier, which is raw. When it is cut down to that proper size, it's mixed with the hay, it is mixed with the silage, it does very well. You see what I mean? Just like any other animal, even human beings.
Sure.
If you don't eat proper diet or a proper food, you can even notice it from your waist. But if you are eating well, everything is fine, digestion takes place well, and the animal is very comfortable. You see what I mean?
Sure.
So, after giving them this, they eat, they sleep. All through, up to around 11:30 or noon. That's when I open for these other animals. If I'm opening for the beavers to come out, they come out at a different time.
Okay.
I mean a different date, day, because wherever they stay and where these ones stay are different.
Okay.
Different compartments. So when I'm opening these ones out, they enjoy at the time. If today I don't want to bring them out, I don't bring them out.
So like what I can see here, it's only the milkers alone.
Milkers and the havers and other milking animals which are dry.
Okay.
You see the point?
Yeah.
You know, I told you I did culling. I don't have a lot of animals now, but the farm is coming up well because I said I have a number of havers who are in. I have about 3-4 who by next year would be in calf. I have about 4 who are young ones. You know, and I have some animals here who are calving down, maybe from this January.
Including Israel. There was a cow we were calling Israel.
Israel is here. It's the tall girl next to
The
there.
tall lady there.
And that is her firstborn, known as Farasi.
Farasi.
Yeah,
we also had
there.
Harris.
Yes. Harris is there.
Okay.
You see? Harris is actually here. The one with the big udder. That is Harris.
I can see.
The former David President of America.
Sure.
Can I say she's still the David President?
The substantive deputy
because she's in office.
Yeah.
And many others.
Sure.
So I have other old animals like Blanket, whom I replaced with her 2 havers. One of them is this. But a daring friend from US actually demanded or requested from me to give him a good animal.
Okay.
And this guy is from Uganda.
Okay.
And actually, I gave him one. He took it to Uganda, and he's very proud.
Okay.
Because it has calved down, and he's telling me he's experiencing wonderful results.
Okay.
And I have cautioned him because out of what he tells me, I realized he does not give enough. You know, some people fear to give animals flour, enough protein. You have to give the animal a lot of maize bran, maize germ, besides, you know, the daily needs, so that the animals remain strong.
Strong, sure.
Because this animal is using the body energy. So the animal must be strong and must be made to be strong so that they can give you sufficient milk.
So I know with this now, with these animals,
Yeah.
The issue of manure must be an issue to many people. Sometimes they are wondering how to dispose the everyday manure that comes down.
I'm telling you, I've at times sympathize with most farmers because you want to find a farmer like me. Next year we have a road. It's an access road. They have dumped their manure outside there. It's a waste product, according to them, which is of no value. If you are dumping your manure outside there, maybe because you are not a farmer,
Sure.
you know. But even if you are not a farmer, you should know how to get the returns from that manure. What I simply do, well, I also put my manure somewhere.
Yes.
But I have prepared a place. The same way I make my silage is the same way I make manure.
Manure.
Animal wastes, may it be feeds that they eat, because once they eat and they remain, some food remains, before I start giving them the next feeding, I know maybe before I give them dinner, I have to check and make sure that there is no remains. I remove it. Some people tell me that you have to leave it. You know, the animal must eat it. And no, even you, once you have eaten the food, and some you have remained some, not that you didn't like the food. At some stage, you need fresh food.
Sure.
So I remove that one because I know it's not a waste, and I will dump it where I put my manure, in the form that it comes. Manure, food waste. Manure, food waste. After some time, you know, I have to make sure I mix it. After maybe like the one I mixed there is after 1 year. That is something about 10 lorries of manure. People came here, they wanted to buy that manure. I told them I don't sell manure. I sell it at a convenient time, and if I so want. You know, I grow maize. I have about 12 acres where I grow commercial maize.
I saw a
corn.
bumper harvest.
Yes,
there.
a bumper harvest. And I have about 6 acres where I plant maize for silage. It is the same one I use. I don't go buy, you say about the root of fertilizer or something like that. Those are the stories according to me.
So you
I don't
already
buy
sorted with your animals.
No, I don't buy fertilizer to put on my napier.
Sure, I can see very
It is,
beautiful super
it is from the animals back to the napier, from the napier back to the animals. You see what I do? Yes. So the napier, I mean the waste, I after mixing the waste, I mix it thoroughly. And now after mixing stage, I cover it in a silage making style, making sure that it is oval shaped, in a way that if it rains, rain comes down the way we make. There is no top where flat top where if it rains, it can stop there. There's no rain that can stop there. It goes just to the sideways, and I'll make a drainage where it goes down. You see, I don't want the water to go into that cow dung or that mixture. Now, what happens is that after some time, actually, once you have covered, you are ready now to make. Like now, this is the month of. I put that one in the month of November, December. By January, I have mixed it. Okay, it has now broken it down totally into everything. You can mix it twice, but just once, because I have to add some what we call ash, the normal ash that we collect
from the.
Yeah, we have Egerton universities here, and we have a farm which makes beverages up here. I have told them, and we have agreed. I go there and collect what we call the ash, where they use firewood. I go there with my pickup, and I pick ash. I come and dump it anywhere there. You might think I'm not normal. But a time like that, when I'm mixing, I spray this thing with ash. If you read a bit of chemistry, you understand what the ash, what it does.
Yeah.
It's a catalyst.
Yeah.
So when I mix it and I cover it up, within 1 month, that thing is totally broken down. If it was a maize stock like this one, you never see it.
It's done.
It is done.
It's fine.
If you have done it properly.
Yeah.
You see? And anyway, you can't find such a big one. Yeah. It is a small one that remains maybe from the feed.
The feeds, yes.
Yeah. So you mix it. Now after mixing, bring a sieve. Kichungi. And you
save.
The way we save even the sand or something like that. The fine that goes down, that's what we need. Not like when you save the maize or something like that. That's what we need. Now the waste, I sprinkle, I put it in my field like this one, or anywhere where grass is grown, or I can take it to my farm. I have another 10 acres of land up across where I grow corn, the one that came there for commercial, I said. I have 5 acres over there where I grow corn for silage, where it's just next year. You can see those trees over there. Yeah. That's where it is. It's only one person in between. Okay. Then I have 6 acres here. This one you can see it's only daily activities. Yeah. It is silage and my compound. That is all. And maybe a small area where Mama has grown vegetables and a few fruits. Okay. Now, after that one is at the end of the year, that's where we get a lot of money from. Remember, after mixing, 150 kg bag of DAP, I mix with the 5.
5, you are bio-fertilizer.
5 mixed whatever, manure, and properly. Now fine. I put 100 kg, 90 kg. I sell it at 1,500, 1,600. Okay. Now multiply 1,600 times 5.
Around 90, 9,000, 10,000.
Now, but I've used only, you see, I've used maybe 50 kg of fertilizer. It's more than 9,000, the way you say it. Yeah. It's beyond that. It is 1,000, it is 1,500 times maybe 6, because it goes up to 6. When I'm now weighing the 90, because I put the normal bags, then you get the returns. That's where you have a profit.
The profit comes now, and it's a byproduct.
Instead of somebody coming and telling me that he wants to give me 10,000, 15,000, a whole lorry of 10 kg, I mean 10 tons of manure.
Off your good manure.
And they make their lorries to be full to the extent that they don't even move out of your compound. You see, because you don't have even something to weigh and know how many. You just tell them if the full your load is full, you can go.
Sure.
So what do you expect them to do? And Africans, the lorry cannot even be able to move.
They will carry us enough as
they might even bring another lorry
to pull the
other one, so that they give you 1,000. I mean 15,000.
15,000.
Yeah. In a year, you might end up selling maybe 3 of them. But if you put this one and you get the result at the end of the year, it's a lot.
It's a handsome pay. So I think we are going to go for our first one break. I think I'm learning so much, especially the fact of manure, the biofertilizer, and the maize that I have seen there. It's an amazing story. Our cameraman will show you. See you after the break.